Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about some of the rom-coms that are coming out this season. There's two big ones to note. One being Horimiya, which is definitely very hyped. Had like one of the biggest, I think, rom-com initial watches on Val. Pretty crazy, has a high score, is getting a lot of love. And then there's the other one, which is not getting too much love, has like a somewhat low score on Mal currently, is definitely comparably under the radar compared to Horimiya, that being Bottom-Tier Character Tomozaki-kun. But may I just tell you, that show is way better than Horimiya. I'm sorry, I know I'm going to piss some people off, the Horimiya fans, people coming from the manga too, they're going to come after me like, how dare you say that? And you know, my opinion can still change. The shows are just airing currently. There's 3 episodes out for each, so if you wanted to watch them, you could go do so and form your own opinion, because my opinion doesn't have that good of a track record, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. But still, I think I just wanted to talk about it because one of these I think is way better, and definitely something you should look at, because I've definitely enjoyed Bottom-Tier Character Tomozaki-kun. Now, what is it about? Both of them are rom-coms, so you'll get like some, you know, kind of cheesy comedy and, you know, a romance plot to it. Horimiya, to really explain it, it's literally just a rom-com. You know, most times when you're trying to explain what a rom-com is, it's like, alright, it's a rom-com, now here's the spin on it. But Horimiya does not seem to have that spin. It seems like, you know, the basic flavoring. The one real difference I can pick out from it is they're definitely setting up like a whole lot of characters. And that's probably why I'm not liking it as much from the start, because I do think, you know, it's going to be hard to set up so many characters like right at the start of the show, so it just has like a weaker starting point. Nonetheless, I don't think it's that great. I really look at it, I'm like, yeah, it's a rom-com. Nothing about it special though. Nothing's unique. And you know, you don't have to have a special twist on the concept to really make something good, but you know, that is good to easily, you know, spark a sell. You need to usually have something a little bit different from all the competition and be like, here's why it's good, and show it to us, have us enjoy it. And that's not the case for Horimiya, but I'm just really not too much into it. Character dynamics are just, it's fine. Everything about it's fine, but oh man, the other one, Bottom-Tier Character Tomozaki-kun, was actually very interesting. It was surprising, because I'm not a gamer. I'm not like, oh man, I absolutely relate to this, the whole gaming stuff that's, you know, coming up. I'm not huge of a gamer, I'm going to be honest. I think, as of this current moment, I haven't played a video game, you know, for like 9 months. So yes, I'm not that big into it. I'm not crazy like I know a bunch of other people who are weebs are. So, you know, it didn't have that going for it, which I think for some people it will have. Is like, oh yeah, I can relate to it for gaming. But I think a lot of it's really nice, and how I related is kind of the improving of character, because that's one of the big dynamics. In the first episode, they set it up. We have our main dude who just sucks at social interaction completely. He looks like a freaking bum, honestly, and when he's top ranked in a competitive game named Track Farm, which is pretty much Super Smash Bros, but you know, they're just trying to avoid copyright issues, so it's called Track Farm. And he's top ranked. There's this other person who is second ranked, and they hit up a message is like, are you in this area? Can I like meet you in person, like talk? And when they meet together, they realize they are in the same high school. And immediately, it's this girl who's the second ranked, the female lead from this show, who is really, really good. And she's just like, wow, I'm extremely disappointed, because he sees our main character, he's looking like a bum, disheveled as hell, and is like, this is how you act in front of people? I expected someone who is the best at something to try and be really good at things, be very impressionable. So she's just completely hurt by this, immediately spews some insults at him, and I was very surprised. It's not even like a Tsundere character or anything where it's like, Baka, you idiot. It's not like that. It's just, I thought of you as a role model without really seeing you, and I'm just completely disappointed because how you turned out is way more disappointing. Like, you're even worse than me. How can you be worse than me? But, she's great, and what the show really gets into is improving our main character, making him not look like a disheveled bum all the time. And, she's willing to do this, willing to be this good person to help him out. So, she can have a role model who feels like an actual role model, looks the part, and all that. I honestly think the concept like that is actually very good. We have a female lead who's not just attracted to this dude, just of random occasion, like completely unattracted, which is definitely an interesting thing to see, and just be like, I'm going to hang out with you, not for the purpose of, oh, you're cool and all that, or you have this little interesting thing. No, you're a complete bum, but I'm willing to fix you. I'm willing to step up to the plate and try to make you a better person. And our main character, he's willing to go through the process because after hearing all those insults, he kind of agrees to the fact that he could become better. He thought he was always destined to be worse. The game of life is unfair. But he realizes there is ways to improve himself. And I think that definitely related to me. I think that was a big thing with me. I had a lot of self-confidence issues. And I know that's a big thing with YouTube. And I think the people who will become more successful are people with less, self-confidence issues. If you're just oh man, I'm so shy, I'm never going to expose myself, I don't think it does too much. Especially people who want to be a personality. It's better to have a face attached to the personality in a way. And I definitely went through this thing of, how do I improve myself? How do I make myself look better? I'm not looking amazing currently, but I usually come off with confidence. I have a lot of people saying, you look pretty good, man. You be looking sharp. You are the Chad of the group. And it's very surprising as, I was just it doesn't look that great, But I think adding this confidence, adding all these things, which happens in this show, just improving posture, learning how to talk to people better, communication skills, getting, better relationships, just talking to some people so other people be like, oh yeah, this person, he's pretty cool, stuff like that. It's definitely big to actually improve this character. I think a lot of stuff, if you're looking for rom-coms that will actually teach you how to get into a relationship, this is probably one of the better ones, because even though it has all the fictional easy rom-com elements, it does teach you some actual posture things and just stuff I didn't even think about. Of course, having a smile is nice. Having a nice cheeky smile is really good. I don't even have it myself, but I think I've improved a little bit. I don't know. And it was just oh yeah, just smile a lot more. So you reflexively have stuff like that. It was definitely very interesting. And I did relate to this improvement of self-confidence, how you present yourself, because that's something I've personally been doing as before, which I know a lot of people do not know my past on YouTube, so it's just talking a little personally on my side. I didn't always have this face content. I've done this for 5 years, so some of it was when I was a kid, so I kind of just didn't want to be a kid on YouTube, because people do kind of look at you a little weirdly for that stuff. Whole other issue, which I'm not going to go into. But once I'm looking more adultish like I am now, I was alright. People are not really getting into the personality. I think it's important to have my face, but I just did not have the self-confidence. It took a bit, but I was able to build up. And March, I was able to actually do it. And then I went onto this channel, made this, and I started doing content, and it was from the very start I always had like my face in the thumbnail because I'm the personality in it. I'm important to it. You're always looking at me most of the time, unless you're looking at the clips I put in through editing. You're looking at me, so it's better for selling this stuff. So it was all a very important thing, and I very much kind of like related to stuff that happened, the like building confidence. I think a lot of it's very interesting. It was just way more entertaining in that aspect, especially this main female character is extremely interesting because I've never seen a female lead act this way in a rom-com. She's not just immediately attracted to this dude or has some possible feelings that can build up. It's more, I'm going to improve you. That's all my only goal right from the start. And I think that's a really cool dynamic. Main character, you know, he's somewhat likable because he's willing to improve himself. You know, after just a little bit of convincing, he's like, you know, I can see myself, I can improve in my life, and is willing to take those measures. I just like seeing that be fulfilled. It has that little bit of twist. It was able to sell it well, and that's why I think it is the better rom-com that is coming out. Who knows if it's just a little bit more that I'm connecting with it a bit better, or, you know, it does have a little bit more of a simplistic route of not trying to set up multiple characters right at the start, just sets up the two that you really need. But yeah, I think this one's really good. If you're looking for a rom-com, I definitely suggest this one that's airing. If you just want to hear about the good airing stuff because you don't jump into stuff immediately, I would highly suggest this one if you are, you know, into rom-coms or just look for anything and it's like, if I get a suggestion it's good. Yeah, this is good. I like it a lot. I'm definitely going to be watching the rest of the season. And hopefully, you know, it stays consistent with how it is because I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys liked and enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.